Welcome to the video showing how to attach your fence feeder cover to your fence. The things that you are going to need are your fence feeder for supplements or whatever you're using it for. You're going to need your instructions, which should come with a few screws. You're going to need a drill bit, most likely to drill a pilot hole, 1/8 inch or less, and then a drill or screwdriver with a Phillips head. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to line up your cover where you want it to sit. In this video, I actually end up attaching the cover a little lower than is ideal. You want to go about 2 to 3 inches down from the top of your board, and I was a little bit closer to 4. So once you have a screw or something to mark your hole with, you're basically just going to line up the center hole in the cover with where you want your pilot hole to go. And I'm just using the screw to make a little mark in the board. Now that I have that, I'm going to take my 1/8 inch drill bit. It also said you could use, I think it was 11/16 or whatever the next smallest is. And I'm just drilling a hole. You don't have to do this step, but I find, especially if your boards are a little dry or a little bit older, it just makes everything easier, keeps it from possibly splitting. And then you're just going to put your feeder over the hole, and there's that split at the back, and you're just going to make sure that the hole is somewhere between there. It's ideal for that attachment to be up just a little bit higher so that your feeder overlaps. Then you just screw it right in and it should stay fine. I'm having a lot of trouble again just because it's so cold and the piece of cover material is really stiff, but I did finally get it, and now I'm kind of bending it over a little bit. And so now that we have that on, basically what I'm going to do is use the location of those holes to go ahead and drill another pilot hole on the right and the left, and I'm just going straight through the rubber material and doing that. If you want to be able to remove the feeder with the cover without having to remove the cover, I recommend trying to kind of cheat those pilot holes and push the cover in so it's a little bit more puckered, if that makes sense, to give your feeder a little bit more space. So when you lift up that cover, you can pick it up and take it out and put it back in. So here I've done the pilot holes. I had to do a quick battery change on my drill because it's really cold out. It zaps the battery, and I'm just doing the right and left screws just like the first one. And the nice thing is this cover really helps hold the feeder in place, so it keeps them from knocking it off the fence. And it's ideal if it's maybe on the second from the top fence board, so it keeps the cover from being pushed all the way over the top. And I'm gonna flip it around here to show you what it looks like. As I mentioned, it's very cold in this video, and the cover isn't flopping all the way over as much as it would if it was a more normal temperature. And with time, that will kind of flatten out as well to keep all the rain and snow out. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, and reach out to customer support if you have any questions or need any help.